Hi, and welcome to Spot On with Instant On, powered by Ingram Micro. Today we are joined by lovely folks who are going to introduce themselves for us. So, how do you want to start off, Lokesh?
Hi, my name is Lokesh. I'm the technical manager for IoT World. We are partners for HPE Networking.
Hey, hi, I'm Wamiq. I'm the product manager for HPE Aruba in Ingram.
Wonderful.
Hi everybody, my name is Peter Engelbrecht. I'm the HPE SMB Business Development Manager for Middle East, UKI and the Central Europe and Turkey region. And it's my pleasure to be with all of you guys today, chatting about a lot of new exciting things that is coming up.
Welcome everyone to the show. It's a pleasure having you over here. I'll be the host, Sandesh. I'm senior marketing, and I'll be trying my level best to not make a very boring session out of this podcast. So let's start off with some innovations in the industry, because I am super hyped about how networking is heading in the direction that we're currently going in. Things are changing so fast. So I want to hear perspectives from all three of you, to be honest, from a technical point of view, from a distri point of view, and from someone who knows a lot of stuff that's happening inside HPE Instant On too. So Lokesh, let's start off.
So talking about Instant On, it's a key market player when it comes to SMB market business, and we have deployed a lot of solutions in villa customers who have faced a couple of issues in the past with networking when it comes to Wi-Fi in specific. We have addressed those challenges, and it's quite amazing the feedback that we are getting from the particular villa customers. And when focusing on SMB segment, we have small and medium business partners and customers who are using Instant On a day-by-day basis, which helps them to keep the things up and running for a mid-level customer without any intervention of any IT or a technical overhead on it.
As they say, easy as 1, 2, 3,
exactly,
right? And it's easy to scale up too, so people who are expanding their businesses probably in the future won't find it that challenging. Great, it's a very valid point.
If I can maybe just add on to it.
Sure.
So if you look at the IT you mentioned about the resources, limited resources, and so forth. If you look at the industry, if you look at SMB or small to medium type of customers, the shift that is happening, which is causing a lot of growth in the SMB business, is that we see that these type of sector and vertical customers has got a similar IT requirement as enterprise these days.
Correct.
If you look at a small business, you need to make sure there's security. He needs to make sure that there's a good experience on the connectivity side. Make sure that there's no data loss or the data is used to drive businesses. So even a small business customer has got exact same requirements as an enterprise customer, and hence the reason why we see there's such a big growth in the SMB market for small customers, even like a coffee shop.
Very correct.
They still need to serve their customers a good connectivity and a reliable and secure connectivity that is required in the market.
I mean, we are living in a generation where data is everything. So every business runs on data. Customer data is at point where if someone has hands on it, they could do a lot of things with it. So it's essential that even small businesses get equally treated as enterprise, because ideally you're looking at security from a standpoint where everyone gets the same treatment. Wamiq?
Yeah. So I think Instant On is one product which fits everywhere, right? Not only in SMB, in enterprise as well. And the best USP for this product is that it's plug and play. You don't need to be technically sound, or technically, great enough to understand, how the technology works. It's so easy that anybody can use it. As Lokesh said, that villas, right? Villas is one, wherein we have deployed a lot of access points and a lot of Instant On products. Reason being that it is so easy to use and easy to access, and it also gives you the security and safety. What currently we as parents want for our kids. So I think as Lokesh rightly said, that villas is something in at least in UAE which is helping us to grow this business. So I think taking that point on, I think we also see that there are a lot of customers in cafes, small restaurants, wherein they want their customers to have this good experience of Wi-Fi, which is I think key in this era. So I think Instant On is one, which is I think currently, which helps them to increase their business as well.
Definitely, yes.
If I can just add on to it, so you mentioned the villas and the smart villas. If you look at the villa environment, you've got 5 in 1. You've got office space.
Correct.
You've got IoT with all the
Automations.
automations is going on, so
Correct.
it's Internet of Things
Mhm.
that is connected to the network. You got your normal home connectivity that's taking a play.
Right.
So even a villa or a smart villa or a small office again comes back to an enterprise type
Correct.
setup. So what the key benefits of Instant On is it brings enterprise grade connectivity at a cost level, at a management level, for the entry level market.
And one of the most beautiful things, like in terms of Instant On system, the whole package is, it's not necessary the person who owns it needs to know everything about it.
Sure.
So you can add roles, you can have administrative privilege given to an outside party who is going to take care of any network issues without even visiting the site. And I think that's a great innovation in terms of how we can remotely access these devices, check on the statuses, and be alerted beforehand even the customer comes to know something's down. And I think all of this combined together is adding a great value to the normal consumer that might not see such potential in terms of, security or upcomings in technology. They might think, okay, I just need Wi-Fi. But in a long term, they are more concerned about how is it going to be secure now. They're more worried about, will things have enough bandwidth when it comes across to multiple devices being connected to the network? Will I be able to roam from one room to the next room without getting disconnected? That's again a new trend that's really coming up. This was something that used to be in airports before, but now we're getting it into homes. And I think Instant On is empowering these users in a very highly speedy route, is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, no, Instant On is definitely going forward. And when Instant On was brought out about 6 years ago now, you're looking at the technology then and the software management we have then to what it is now, you can clearly see the
Big
shift,
change, yeah.
in the multi-site view.
Correct.
The analytics, the if there's any faults, the pre-alerts, when the fault's fixed, the alert will disappear. It makes it easier to manage.
Troubleshoot,
So even from a partner perspective, distribution perspective, that they provide some managed services onto it, you can now have a look on one screen, multiple sites, easy to manage, easy to configure. And even for a home user, you mentioned the multiple roles into it. You also want to make sure that people that's connected to your network don't go and play around what you put in, okay? Make sure that they don't go break what you built. So we definitely went to the next level to make sure from a managed services perspective, multi-site perspective,
Right.
that the right user level, the right technology, the right visibility of the sites is implemented.
Yeah, I also wanted to add one more thing here is the app itself, right, on the phone.
Right.
You don't need to be physically present here and to do things, right? You can do it over the phone, so you have an access to the app. Check
Correct.
whatever you want to do. It's all on your fingertips. I think that's an amazing thing to have.
The universal ease of access is definitely a great selling point, because usually when you think of something technical, you always have to pop up a laptop, like you're a hacker guy getting into the dashboard. Now you can just do it on your phone when you're in the washroom brushing your teeth and you're like, oh, something's wrong with my AP22, I wonder why. So you can just troubleshoot much
Absolutely.
easily now, and this is a great innovation in terms of things that are connected, seamless, and your phone is always with you. So even if it's a family member who might not be very convenient with Windows or Mac, you have an operating system on your phone which is very easy to navigate, and that really lets you connect to the network, understand the problems and devices. I think that's a great value added to the entire solution, actually.
So on this, I also wanted to ask Peter, what's new? Do we see any new things coming into it? Because what what I have seen over the years, Instant On has always given new things to the market, to its users, and we have seen innovation flowing in. So I want to ask is there anything new coming up?
Like we say, the industry is evolving, so does the technology, so does the innovation that's happening around it, and so the requirements So I mentioned earlier about the enterprise and comparing it to a small to medium or even a home user. A big part of Instant On's, when it was created, the Instant On portfolio was built on security.
Yeah.
And obviously with the security threats out there more and more often, and because data is becoming so important, some of the new technology coming out is the HPE Networking Secure Gateway.
Wow,
Oh, okay.
that's an amazing news.
So this would be launched very soon. The gateway, it's going to bring a new environment, new product line to our offering. We've seen a lot of customers asking for additional security. Some of the current deployments has got your network on one management platform, and then you've got your security on a separate one.
Right.
Which always has got two, for a home user or a small customer, two different platforms, two different finger pointing of where the issue might be, if there is an issue. So the Secure Gateway, Instant On Secure Gateway, will definitely bring the two technologies into one, still manage it as one single app. A lot of new features that is going to be part of it. For example, some firewall features that will be part of it, so you can access a firewall. It's got some routing capabilities, so a customer wants to provide some DHCP locally, do routing protocols. That's going to be included into the box. Another feature is the site-to-site VPN.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right. So we see a lot of customers where Instant On is deployed, and Lokesh most probably will know more sites than I do, but a lot of them is over multi-sites. And to have one central view interconnecting with the secure VPN between these sites is becoming more and more critical.
Definitely.
So it definitely's got your also in top of the firewalling, on top of the site-to-site VPN, it also the IDS, IPS protocols and features that we've got built in onto the box. So a lot of web filtering can be done on one central point. We're also partnering up with WireGuard for the endpoint security as well.
Wow. Okay.
So there's a lot of new features and technology that is driving with the new software that should be launched on the 5th of May.
I see.
Wow,
That's
that's an
amazing.
exciting news.
So an update for all the devices, I believe.
Absolutely. So I also wanted to ask you, as you rightly said that everything will be on one dashboard. As a consumer or a partner, so what will be the how cost effective it will be?
So it's a good question, Wamiq, and it's a key question. Instant On is built. If you ask any user or any customer, he gets his firmware updated, he gets support where it's required. Everything out of the single purchase price. So there's no yearly license fees, there's no
Right.
Additional support that needs to be required in order to get certain features. And with the HPE Networking Instant On Secure Gateway, we're following that same concept. So a customer will be able to get firewall features, will get site-to-site VPN, IDS, IPS, all built in on the upfront purchase price. We do not want to lock in any customer on a license fees in order to be able to access some of the features that we've got.
I think this really integrates the entire solution. Like when you're having a networking solution, usually ISPs provide their own devices for triple PoE authentication. So now you can eliminate all those other variables in the system. Now it's like a seamless Instant On solution where your dashboard actually shows you even authentication failure. And I think this is going to resolve a lot of complications because these are things that generally a home user cannot comprehend. And to be able to view such information in a topology diagram, let's say this is the problem, this is where your device is having an issue, it's going to save a lot of time, and I think that adds again more value.
Absolutely. So on this, I also wanted to ask, do you again need to be technically, solid enough to, access this or understand it, or it's like same as Instant On?
So obviously with security, you've got a lot more options and features and ticks to be done. So what Instant On's done is out of the box, when the units are switched on, it comes with predefined market or vertical elements of it already built in. So any end customer that requires the additional security, it's literally a plug and play, next, and your site is up and running. So if you want to dive a little bit deeper in for a small to medium type of customers, some of those features that is relevant to their environments, the options are there to do. For any user, you will be secured. For example, out of the box, certain websites, content filtering will be done. Alerts will be set up on any data that goes into quarantine,
Okay.
and where you can be notified in order to release it. So that type of features will come standard, but the option is there to dive a little bit deeper where required.
So I get the point right now that with this latest launch of this gateway is where you eyed at upgrading the 50 access point in a cluster to 125 to achieve the mid-level and the enterprise customers who have a solution need with the firewall capability. This is something which we talked about in the episode 1.
I think that's a
with
good
the latest
observation.
update.
It's a very good observation.
So if you look at where we're gone, obviously there's multiple milestones that we need to reach. If you need to have, a medium-sized customers where budget is constrained, IT is constrained, you might need more devices. Also, if you look at some of your 2, 3, 4-star hotels,
Right.
they've got multiple villas and in their what do you call it, their
Cluster.
resort.
Yep.
And for that you don't need an enterprise grade connectivity device,
Right.
but you'll need multiple. And that's why we've up to the 125 level. And also, if you look at some customers with coffee shops, you need the basic security, basic features, bandwidth limitations and stuff like that. But they've got 20 branches.
Right.
So you need to have the multi-site
Exactly.
view onto it. And if you have the multi-site view on it, you can manage it all in one cluster. For that, you need the site-to-site VPN.
True.
So it is a couple of milestones. There's a lot of work needs to be done before we launch the secure gateways. But I think we are 99.9% there in providing a full-blown offering to any size customer from small to medium.
I agree. Yeah.
Another question, you said that it's going to launch by next month, and I just wanted to understand when can we order and when it will be shipped.
So Wamiq, you can start ordering today. Okay, the products are available. It is shipping. We've got some demo units in the country already, so it is available to be tested. We are planning some roadshows. We are planning some launch events where people can actually see it in a live environment. But yes, it is available, and I'm expecting some orders from you, hopefully.
Hopefully, yes.
Being a prestigious distributor for Instant On, I wanted to know, will this change the amount of demand that generally comes in? Because now we are looking at a package solution.
For sure, yes. As Peter rightly said that, so it's not as complicated as we see, different technologies. So for us as distributors as well, it helps us to, communicate to our partners, to our channel that, we have a product, we have a solution, which is an end-to-end, right?
Correct.
So it helps us to, channel it in a right way, reach out to, maximum, players in the market. And for them also to communicate to their customers becomes easier. So I would definitely see it that it is going to help us to grow our business and reach maximum market share with this new product. I think we're gonna achieve great heights.
I think that sounds lovely to all of us, because from Lokesh's perspective, that is one more challenge for him to resolve, because he's kind of the guy who really loves
But
getting
I think, one more opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
So one more opportunity to learn into, get your hands dirty. So this is going to be a fun experience for all of us to experience, and especially the people, the end users who are going to be going through the process of implementing it in their existing systems too. That is also another opportunity.
So 100%. So if you look at where the opportunities are currently, is the current install base that we've got.
Mm-hmm.
Some customers might be paying a high premium for
Right.
some of the current services.
The licenses,
Correct.
right?
You said it, not me. That's the opportunity to actually go and revisit those customers. Also for new customer deployments where a uniform or
Thank you everyone for joining us on this wonderful episode of Spot On with Instant On. This is episode number 3, and we have some spicy stuff coming out on episode number 4. So we look forward to that, and I can see your smile on your face, Peter, right now. You are super hyped for the new gateway, secure gateway, and I hope to share the enthusiasm with everyone that's watching this right now. And as always, stay spot on with Instant On. Thank you.